Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Online Groceries Nodes Backend Node.js. We need to create here the Express frameworks with the create REST API, and today we need to create here the my delivery address list API. We need to develop this API, and then after we need to add to address API and to update API and remove address API. We need to develop today here. First of all, we need to open here our localhost and to run open here the localhost value and to modify some configurations to needs the modify tables. Suppose need to go inside the glossary and address details and to structures and to add here the something like at here for key and here type equal to set here the varchars and to set here the 50 and by default need to set here the bank, and now need to save this database here and need to provide this database full database inside the GitHub. Need to put this SQL file. Now we need to create here this API. First of all need to develop for the add address need to be develop here. First of all need to copy this add parts, need to crash to start how to work and to this here write down by one steps need to follow here and create some user at the new how to write down here the API it was write down here app dots need to use here our app functions need to host and need to give here the API name slash API and path need to set here this path to call this API and we need to give here the API names as a add address add delivery address need to set here, and then after we need to get here the two callback parameters returns here the request and response, and then we need to use here the callback functions need to write down here. First of all we need to print here the helper dot delogs and to write down here the request dot body we need to print here for our display purpose, and then we need to save this value inside the request object variables inside need to save this request body save here. Now need to set this here, and now first of all need to check here the verify this user request get here the valid tokens or not. If not valid to return automatically redirect to here users, and invalid authorization access need to set and response fires. If you valid then need to return here the user login data need to pass here the return callback need to fire here. Now need to write down here the methods check for tokens need to pass first of all the request headers to get here set here headers need to pass here, and then after need to give here the response object and need to get here the callback events and need to get here the user object need to return here get here the user related information this object into return here. Now need to use directly this value not by the any other that's why I need to use, and then after need to here check verify the if request parameters are valid or not need to check verify. First of all need to use here the helper class methods need to here check parameter valid, and to first of all first parameter are the response need to pass here, and then after we need to write down here the our JSON object body pass here, and we need to check parameters. First of all need to set here the name property use here, then after type of name give here, and after we need to set here the mobile, and after we need to press, and after we need to get here the city, after we need to get here state, and after we need to get here the pin codes postal code, and now need to database column names need to by okay, and not remaining any parameters need to get all things. Now we need if this valid then we need to get here the callback event not valid, to directly fire this response object to send this message. In missing parameters we need to get here. Now we need to write down here the query db insert. Need to use here, need to go inside how to get this query. You need to explain here. First of all, to open your MySQL database, go select the tables. You need to select this address tables and to select this SQLs, and to write down here the select here the insert query. Now need to copy this query here and we need to paste this here. First of all, need to set here and we need to remove here the address. This is autocomplete, no needs here to give here. First of all, need to remove this default value, no needs here the status modify dates, no needs automatically gets here the dates value. Now need to define here the parameters. Now need to count the how many columns we need to insert the data. First of all, one is the name, second is the phone, third one is the address, fourth one is the city, fifth one is the state, and type name and postal codes need to set here. Need to totals value are the available here. The 7 value need to give here the 7 question mark. Need to easy to set here the question mark once, 2, 3, and need to give your space count. Need to count. That's why I need to create here the some space. Here not matter in any space. That's why I need to use here the space. Now need to require dot use here the name parameter need to pass here, and after to required dot we change this name files, so pass this here. Now to write down here the another parameters to pass here address, yes, and after to set here this dot city need to pass here. This here to another parameters we need to use here the request dot state, not status, state use, and okay. Now need to set here the types need to pass here. This type name here. Last one we need to give here the postal codes. Now need to, and another two parameters are going to get here the db query callback need to return here. Need to first parameters are the error get here, and then after need to get here the result, actual result need to get here this parameter inside. And now need to create here the callback methods. You need to write down here. First of all, you need to check here the get this error response. If you not get, then it's okay. You get this error, to throw this error through the users. You need to write down here the helper class to throw http errors, and we need to set this here. And now need to write down here the first of all pass here the error object, and then here, and to set in and return this value here. And now need to check here if result need to get here, then inserted successfully, return this message. Otherwise need to write down here the JSON response. This is the not tell, write down here the status and pass this value as a 0. And now need to pass here the message, write down here, and please check here the message, no any mistakes. Write down here the message else, need to fire this here, which is the fail response. Now we need to return here the add success response. Need to print here, also to write down here the functions object, and to write down here, and to status is equal to need to pass here 1 inside the string, and then after we need to set here the message. Now need to set this here, and now need to write down here the message, your address added successfully. Successfully return this message, then another 2 messages into our object, and to write down here update successful successfully. Now need to this message need to pass here, pass this here. And one things we need to forget here, these tables need to add here the tab need to bind with the users, which user the address data need to modify the reports, and to go structures and to select here columns need to add here address id, user id, configure binding we need to set here. And now by default we need to set here and save this column, and this SQL file need to provide inside the GitHub, and to pass here the parameter id, and this here one question mark. Now need to write down here the object user id. Now need to save this here, and this API are the complete here. And now need to create here the update API. We need to call first of all, so need to copy this API and write down here and rename this API name to that, otherwise address, and need to increase here one parameters, column name address id is here, and need to let this query need to go here, go SQLs, and to update to this query needs here, copy this here. Now need to here, and we need to now needs here mark need to now status here, and you need to get the direct value. Now methods, database methods need to write down method where write down here the id called verify here this right user not, and after need to verify here the address id, status one, then need to update this value here. First of all, need after dot id, and after name type equals need to name as a name past here, then phone number as a phone number, address as a address, city as city, state as a state, type name as a type name, postal code the postal codes, then after user id this user id, address id which is the address id, and status already give here. Now need to check here the updates row, get the response, and need to check here how to updates or not, need to verify, write down here the more than 0, then the update fully success update address, and this API are the update address are the done. Now need to set this here. Now need to give here the first false into other things, need to set here the copy this to create here the delete API, write down here the delivery address, need to remove other things no needs here, and one more parameter, now need to put for the delete here, and then after we set this here, and value, and this is then change this message, delete address, need to fire this API. This is the set here. Now need to mark as a default, so need to mark first of all, need to copy this here and to write down this codes, mark, set here address ID, set here, you need to fire here, and you need here, and you need to get the whole square into, now need to write down your conditions and ID question mark, then one and here like this value, and now need to the ready past here status need to here and condition here, and to unused codes need to now need to remove address ID because need to remove the address ID. Now need to go inside this message and here successfully message need to pass here. Now need to paste this is mark as a defaults, set this here. Okay, now need to list out here the now address defaults need to the API create. Paste here. Now this was the minimize, hold out, get here the that because other API inside not use the get methods, so I now need to not check here the parameter validation because always you return this value here. Now here, and now need to write down here the select query. First of all need to go inside the select query. Now need to copy this and we need to paste this, so need and pass this value ready, and need to see non now, and now need to pass here and this condition and to result as a pair. Now these are API are the created, then we to test one by ones, and if we get any errors inside the hiring API, then we need to fix first, and first of all need to open here the Postmans. Now Postman open the done, and we to one by ones need to check here the APIs, set here. First of all need to get here the add delivery address API, we need to write down here I want to copy and paste this parameter. Now need to copy this here. Type on and after we do city, after we pass here date, and after we pass here postal ID code. Okay, this is the parameters, and now need to type in home. First extra capital that here the two types of inputs, home and office. Now need to give the phone number, back numbers. Now need to like home numbers, thereby options, and to rename after me to state. Need to postal records, need to set here the random way and to set this post. And now need to save this API, save as, and to paste this here, set open app API, and to here this is the API for the add cards API. Add to not long API, change this name and rename here. Okay, and we are the creators here, and now need to test this API. First of all, to restart this node server here. Now need to get this here via this API, and to get this response here and access denies, need to first of all to find out here access tokens, need to set here. So here are the user details, and to write down here last here. Go inside here headers and to change this to now send here, and address added successfully, need to get success response and check inside the tables, get all information right place. Yes, need to get this all way, and now need to create here the update API. We need to fire here false, need to minimize this here. API. Now need to write down here and to add here address and to set here 1, and now need to 1 need to first of all test this here. Okay, get here the server internal errors and check this here which place to need to identify for the check here our controllers. Need to get here this line number 5 to 2 lines, need to get these errors, read this error syntax text related any errors, check this and 1 did now need to count this issue records. That's why I need to get this error. Now need to check the other API. We need to copy and paste that here. Check your API. Now need to save this, and now need to fire this and to get this address updated successfully, you need to get this response and need to check inside the database. Refresh this. Now this updates here. Get this value return set here 1. Now need to, and now need to create here the delete API. We need to calls here. The calls need to this API names and to paste this here down here the page. Delete. Now remove unused parameters. We need to type file number. Let's say the address ID that here. Now need to see this here again, and now need to fire this API. Address removed successfully. Now this API are working good, and now need to first of all need to create here the list API. Need to calls, then after need to mark calls, need to API calls, need to paste this here, address here, at this response. Now this is blank because we need to delete. Now need to undo this delete status. Need to set here once, pass this here, and to fire again, and to get this response here, get here. Okay, this is the list here, and now need to mark as defaults API. We need to calls here. Here's ID set here once. Now need to wrong place. Body inside need to one and cheers. Mark delivery address. Now need to fire this API and need to successfully return that get response, and now need to check here list. What check here and yes, we need to get here, and now need to add here another address. We need to add and paste here second add delivery, and automatically remove the first ones. Need to verify this, and now need to write down here now send this here and create this. Not understand. I need to check it. This. Now fire this. Now address edits and rest. Get here the two address need to, and first one is the default, second is not defaults. Now need to change address to defaults. Need to automatically remove reset this value to like this condition set here. Defaults need to mark as a defaults. Need to go here and to second ID fire this API. Now get here the successful response, and you need to check here the our list. Again fire this API and to reset this first one, and once the logic for the years, and this API are created inside the user app related. So need to default delivery address add user, remove updates, and mark as a defaults, and get the address list. This shipped API we need to develop here today, and next video we need to continue with the next API we need to develop. And if you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down in the comment section. I will help you and sort out your issue. And everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.